Good morning, everyone. I'm out and about. I'm doing a quick run here to the store. I need to pick up a few products. I got a full day actually ahead of me, but I thought I'd come out really early, get this done. That was a little bit of a zoo, but I'm out of there. They didn't have any soil and nothing to do with gardens yet. They'll do that all at once, I guess. They have a big garden center over here, so I just thought maybe they'd have something. Up at Home Depot now. I gotta get my nippy tick on. I just bought a new one too, so that's perfect timing. A bag of soil. That's the garden center, but of course it's not open. It's still winter. I was just thinking when I was driving, because I was looking at trees and stuff. It's amazing how everything can go dormant and be so freezing cold, and then come back and have beautiful hot summer and spring and fall and all that. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. So I was starting to tell you guys. I'm not 100%, so I shouldn't be speaking on it. But I think I'm going to look into doing like a couple climbing roses or clematis or something that's a little easier and more self-sustainable. And I don't have to buy it every year. All those beautiful things. So I'm thinking of doing something like that. The upfront cost might be a little bit more to get started, but long term, I'll be fine. I think I'm gonna grow a pepper this year, so maybe I'll get a pepper seed. And I like peppers. And I'm gonna do tomatoes. I'll probably buy, I always do my own tomatoes. I'll probably buy, if I had room, I'd do all this. If I had a sunny spot downstairs. Oh, let's look at the flowers. Okay, we'll do that. Definitely get this though. Hold on, I gotta see what I'm doing here. So many. I have nasturtiums. I have morning glory seeds. I gotta think of things that I can grow too, right? I always like the color of these ones. I think they're pretty, but this is better. This is what I have, this one. Okay, I'm going to probably pass on this. My sister's sending me poppy seeds, so I don't need any of them, but I'm definitely going to try to grow them. Hopefully I get them this week because I can start them. Okay. Now their patio furniture out, and I was just standing there talking to a gentleman. He was so nice. That's a nice big fat chair at $110, $120. They're nice though. They're very nice. I don't need any furniture. I would love to have bought that table and chair and recovered the one out in, the green one. I know it was an inside set, but I would have loved to have bought it and put it in the garden. It would have matched my credenza I got out there. That's only going to probably last another year or two anyways, but it was fun while it lasted. I'll come up with something else thrifted. I found that on the side of the road, so I feel no shame about it. And it was smelling musty, so it couldn't have been put in the house. Okay, there's to the garden center. And the gentleman told me that if I go to the very back, there should be bags of soil. Here we go. Just peeking at the plants. I don't need any. I'm just looking, but I wouldn't mind one small one, but I want it to be, it has to go into that pot that has the crown. So it needs to be something that climbs or hangs or... Okay, let's look at the soil. See what they have here. I have that one already. I have the cactus one. I need regular potting soil. Some of these are really pretty, but then I noticed the price. I'll find them thrifting. I'm very good at finding pots thrifting, so I'm not even gonna look. I do need 2 huge pots, but I think my best bet's Rona for that. Okay, let's see if there's anything I can buy for that little plant pot that I have on the fridge. Got a bag of Miracle-Gro. They don't have really any plants that I'm interested in. I had that one before and it just like flowered and flowered and flowered and didn't grow well. I might do a little vine in that. I don't know, it's not really what I want, so I'm not gonna buy it. This is one of the birds of paradise like I have. They're $60 now. Maybe they'll go on sale when the summer comes. We'll have to worry about that when the time comes. This is very cool looking, isn't it? Look at the leaf. Wow, it's so pretty. Beautiful. It's just pretty. Makes you think of summer, right? Yeah, me too. Sick of the cold. So pretty. I don't have any really big bags, so I'm gonna have to buy a couple small ones. I gotta get these geraniums planted ASAP. Some fluid for my car, washing fluid. And I have one more thing I wanna look at. Don't know how great they're gonna be here. I wanna look at some kitchen hardware. I like this countertop. I think that's quite nice. I don't know what it's made of, but I like it. Before I'm in here, I take a quick little spin through here just to see what's out there, right? I picked up a couple laminate samples because I think I'm just gonna go with that. I have the natural butcher block. It's blonde wood countertop on sale for $1.99. It's pretty thick. That's what's downstairs in the apartment on the main floor. You'd have to get two and then join him, so that's like a no. I don't know how long is 6 feet. I need longer than 6 feet. I need 6'8". So, okay, this is too like everybody else's, and I don't want that. And I'm a little more vintage looking, so I want something. I like this. I don't think it's my size. Oh, and there isn't any. Oh my goodness, there's none. But I do like the style of that. Out of all of them, that would be my pick. And of course, there isn't any my size. I need a 4-inch. And nothing else I like. I want brass, so I think I'm gonna go with the brass look when I change the countertop. When I get around to it. Don't know when this project's gonna be, but I just met a really nice guy. He's doing a shoe bench and a coat rack. And we just had a really nice chat. Very nice man. Take a picture of it and see if they can order them. It's like because they're streamlined. Well, I got my potting soil, windshield washer fluid. Chatted to a nice man, young man that's in the middle of building. I was helping him pick out some hooks, I should say. And this project's gonna be really nice. I wish I could see it when it's done. I love projects. I found door pulls that I like. They don't have them here. They have them in a store in East York, she said. She got to look it up. But I'm going to run over to Rona. It's behind me. Right over there somewhere. Yeah, right over there. I'm going to run over there and see if I can find something there. I'm just peeking. I'm in the Rona now. It's really crisp out today. I think it's -8. It feels like winter. But it's almost over, guys. And I still got a few little projects I want to take care of anyway, so I'm kind of glad. I got lots to do in the garden downstairs this year. I got to redo all the bark, and hopefully my plants made it through the cold winter. Things like that. Oh, aren't they pretty? Well, they're not real, but they're pretty, aren't they? Probably be better with not real plants, but that's not who I am. Okay, hardware. Here we go. That's some of it, right? Let's take a peek. Oh, well, this is that kind of hardware. Not what I'm looking for. At a condo in Leaside years ago, and they were bigger than this, but all the knobs were glass like that. I painted the whole thing a charcoal black. The kitchen, it was beautiful kitchen, granite countertops, and then the drawers had the bigger ones like this. Turned out like that. Yeah, there we go. Turned out really nice. The problem now is that the holes are already there, right? So I'm not changing them. I was hoping to do 8 $9 with tax, $10 each. So that's like, I looked on Amazon. They didn't have, it had one I liked, but most of them I didn't. I don't mind this one. I think it might stick out a little bit too much though. Don't mind it though. Out of all of them, that would probably be my second pick. I'm gonna go up to Caledonian and see what they have up there too. Nice door handle, isn't it? Very nice. I like that. That's not what I'm here for. So the only one I like here, I don't know if I love it. It's $10 though. And then to do the whole kitchen. So I could probably do it for about 150 bucks. Tax and everything. I'm gonna buy one and see if I like it. And she told me I can return it if I don't. So there you go. I would totally go with glam if I had to, if I could paint them black. And it's a whole nother project. I'm not doing all that. I made a decision. I'm gonna change the countertop, juice some stuff up. I'll make it pretty, princess. Yeah, I'll fix it on a dime. Okay, I think I'm out of here. I'm looking at putting a new countertop in. I'd like to do tons of stuff in here and rip everything out, but I'm not gonna do that. And I am looking at changing the hardware. This is pretty heavy. I'd like to also do something in here, shelf, I don't know yet, I haven't got there, but I'm just starting to look around. Oh, I'll show you what else I got, hold on. I grabbed these are for like the same kind of counter I got Arborite, so it's probably installed and everything's maybe $500 or $600 opposed to marble, which I'd love to have with the built-in sink and all that. Nah, it's probably $8 grand. Because you gotta buy the slab, right? Anyway, so I guess I'm gonna faux it out. I like how that looks. Don't like how that one looks, but they're all up the same thing, so I'm hoping it looks a little more busy like that. I'm not sure, maybe like this. But I just grabbed a few samples so I could play around and see how I like it. I'll put it behind the sink and show you guys. Definitely gonna be an upgrade for sure. Now the nowadays counters don't necessarily always have this lip. And for me to get away with that, I'd have to find this tile and find enough to go do a whole strip because that's what's missing there. So that's another project. I'm gonna try to find a manufacturer that has the one with the backsplash on it. Not that I love that look, but it's cost saving. It's like huge, really it is. Then I picked up this piece of hardware and it's like with tax $12. And I'd need, I guess, 10. I'm gonna see if it fits before I make any decisions. She told me I could return it. I'm hoping they're the same size. I'm gonna unscrew this. I'll get back to you guys. So I'm just scrubbing this down to make sure that there's, no residual dirt around where the handle was. If it works, I might go with this one. We'll see how it looks in a minute. I'm just trying one out. If I'm gonna do this, I'll take all the handles out, scrub all the cabinets down, and not that I don't clean them all the time, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, let me check. That's how it looks. I'll stand back a bit so you can see the difference. It's cleaner looking, like, I don't know. I could also take these ones and clean the paint off them and spray them that color. I mean, that would save tons of money, but I was trying to get rid of the chunkiness is what I was trying to get rid of. I don't know. The ones I really want won't fit, and I really want them. So maybe I should look around before I make this final decision, but this is definitely a contender though. It looks nice. Show you from back here. It's definitely a lot lighter and daintier looking, I guess you'd say. Huh. It's a big decision because the hardware is not cheap. The ones I want are more expensive than this, but I really love them. This is a contender. Okay, I think I'm gonna go to a few more stores and look around too. Well, price-wise, I just did the math. It's $125 and the other ones would be $230. So that's a big difference, right? Really nice salad. And I had a piece of leftover chicken, so I put some Greek seasoning on it, and I made a nice kind of Greek salad here for dinner tonight. Just using up what I have in the fridge. It's cucumbers and some feta cheese, and I had a half a head of heart from romaine, red onion, all that good stuff. I'm gonna go eat. Loves, everybody. Morning, everybody. It's dark out. There's still a little bit of snow, and I got a full day or two ahead of me. So let's get busy. I'm just gonna make a coffee. Just thought I'd say good morning. Just did my laundry. I got a big pile of ironing over there. And I changed out my tablecloth because I made it into a tablecloth now. I sewed it all the way around, you know, I wish I had tons of this fabric. I'd reupholstery the chairs. Anyways, I just hemmed it all the way around. And now it's a tablecloth I absolutely love. This is probably my favorite fabric I ever found. I just wish there was a whole lot more of it. But it's okay. And I'm just chilling here having a coffee. And I'm going to do the ironing in a minute. And I'm going to transplant my geraniums. I brought them up from the basement. I'll show you. They're already starting to grow. They're already getting flowers, and they look dead in there, right? And there's quite a few in there. But I'm going to transplant them. I'm just defrosting a pot that I had. And I bought a bag of soil up. So the ironing done now. I'll probably do that later in the afternoon. Because I'm letting the pot defrost. I have it in the pantry here. And I'm probably going to do the ironing now. And I found this little pitcher, and I'm just trying to figure out where to put it. I just love it. So I was trying to find a nice place to put it. We'll see. That'll be a little project today. Anyways, that's that. I'm just going to leave a couple nice dishes out that I can use a little more frequently. I'm always using these ones every day. They're just little saucers, but I use them all the time. Everyone thinks they're like a big platter. They're not. They're small. They're like a diner-sized platter. I am going to drink my coffee, and then I'm going to wash the floors, do the ironing, transplant a plant. I think I'll transplant the plant before I wash the floors. Let's be smart about this. And there was something else. I bought more tulips from the corner up here. I got them for $6.99. And I wanted yellow ones, but they didn't have any. So next time I go out, just left a little bit of this up because I thought it was pretty. Anyway, I'm making a carrot cake today. I have a bag of carrots I got to eat up. So I'm making a carrot cake. Probably not icing it. I'll probably stick it away for Easter coming up, and I'll ice it just before I go. And I think I'm going to make a sour cream loaf or something. I don't know. We'll see what I get up to. I'm going to do a little thrift run too, because I got to run by the dentist. So when I do that, I will take a spin into the thrift shop because there's one right beside it. Okay, let me get busy and do the ironing, and then I'm going to transplant, and then I'm going to wash the floors. It's clean out the fridge night. I had a little bit of ground beef, so I'm going to make an Asian bowl. I'm going to do cabbage, carrots, green onions, and some garlic horsey sauce, some sesame oil. I'll probably put that in there now. A little soy sauce, and what else do I have? Some rice wine vinegar or something. Little splash of Asian sauces in here, and definitely some soy sauce. And I'll brown this all up. And that's sesame oil, and maybe I'll add some horsey sauce or something, or just some flakes. What do I have for flakes? Let me see. I'm just trying to invent what I have. Yeah, I have some of this. I can use that and make it just with a little kick, you know. Okay, I'm going to go zhuzh this up and cut some cabbage up and some green onions. And I have cilantro too. I hope I have a lime. I have garlic clove cut up and a piece of ginger I'm going to cut up. Cut up 2 green onions, and I'm going to chop up half a head of cabbage, and I'm going to grate a carrot up. Just added my ginger and garlic in here, and I'm going to put some fresh cilantro in too. It's going to be really good. I added a bunch of fresh cilantro with the ginger and the garlic. Oh, it smells so good in here. It's going to be really nice. Now, if you wanted it a bit sweet, you could add a tablespoon of brown sugar, but I'm not going to add that. But I use a little bit of horseshoe sauce, a little bit of sesame oil, some soy sauce, some pepper oil. These are pepper flakes, some fish sauce if you want. I just put a little dab of that. I didn't want too much of it. And this is the sesame oil. It's very potent, so you don't need much of it at all. Just a little splash of everything. And then I have cut up cabbage and carrots I'm going to add to the beef once it simmers down. And already I have ginger, garlic, and cilantro in the pan. Okay, I have it on low. I'm going to turn it up and add my cabbage and carrots in now. And I'll put a lid on it. Okay, I have my cabbage and carrots in here and some green onions. I'm going to put just a splash of water, not much, like 2 tablespoons. And I'm going to put a lid on it and let it poach. Okay, it's all ready. I'm just heating it up. I had it turned off for a while because I was doing other things, but I'm ready to eat now. So it's just like an Asian stir fry. Would it be great over rice? Probably amazing, but I'm not making rice, so that's all I'm having. I'm good with just that. I don't need the extra calories, trust me. I'm just going to let this water evaporate, and then I'm ready to eat. This would be great over some rice, like I said, but I'm not making that. I just put some sesame seeds on top. So it's kind of like a ginger beef with cabbage and carrots and cilantro and all the spices I put in, ginger and all that. But I did it with ground beef rather than shaved beef, which would have been lovely, but I didn't have it, so I made this work. And I cleaned out my fridge. Bon appetit to me. I'll talk to you guys all in a little bit. Ciao. Good morning. It's the next day. I got busy doing other things and cleaning out my phone and cleaning out emails and things like that. So I kind of did that kind of stuff. I was trying to take a couple days off, which I'm still going to do because I'm nonstop working. But I'm going to put these eggs into here, and then I need 6 for my carrot cake. I believe it's 6. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's 6. But I'm going to get that done. I am going to make the carrot cake. I grated all the carrots yesterday and then didn't get around to making the cake. But I'll get around to it today. I'm just sticking it in the freezer anyways. My carrots were starting to turn, so I decided to do that. So I will put, I'm pretty sure it's 6 eggs that I need for my carrot cake. And then I have enough to put over here. Fill up these. These are my little egg things. My girlfriend Ria bought me one with a bunny in the Dominican. I haven't been down though for over a year now. And I was gonna go, but there's been so much stuff going on in the world, you know, crazy stuff that, you know, it's making me a little fearful to be, not to fly. I'm not fearful to fly, to be out spending money unnecessarily, not knowing what's going to happen. Not that it's not necessary. It's very necessary to have vacations and downtime and all that, but it's more of a luxury, I guess you'd say. And I'm going away in June with my daughter and that, so to Mexico City, which I'm really looking forward to. I've never been to Mexico City. Been to Mexico like 5 times, but never Mexico City. So that is going to be really nice. But I am going to get myself together here. I am going to sit down and talk to my sister and have a coffee because we didn't chat for a day or 2. She was with her granddaughter and daughter and stuff. They went swimming and stuff, so I'm going to do that. Oh, by the way, I took off the knob. It's not the one. It's not the one. So I'm going to take that one back and keep looking. And this is a project that'll be down the road. I have a stair project I got to do too. Gallery wall. And then, of course, the gardens are coming up too. So I'm trying to get all this stuff in. And then I'm now collecting for my fall decor. I'm not going crazy like I did on this one. I have some drapes, velvet drapes that a gentleman gave me. If they're in good enough shape, I might zhuzh them up and add pieces to them. But I haven't taken them apart yet to know that. And the length and all that's going to definitely matter. If not, I do have drapery for in here. I have two sets that I can use. I have a green velvet, dark, almost black. And then I have the floral ones I got last year from Pottery Barn. Thrifted, but from Pottery Barn. Anyways, and I'm definitely looking at the countertop. I think I'm going to do this. Pretty sure I'm going to do this. Pretty sure. I know it won't look just like that, but I mean, gives you an idea. I'm pretty sure. I can't wait to get rid of that burn mark. I didn't make the burn mark, just so you know. A tenant that was living here did that. Something like that, though. I think it's fresh, it's clean, it's simple. And then I'll worry about the knobs. But I'm going to go to a manufacturer that I found out. I believe it's on Old Western Road in that area, but it's in the back. And I'm going to see if they have the ones with the lips and if they can make it. So I need 6 foot, I think 8 inches if I can go all the way to the fridge, which I want to do. If I can get all the way to the fridge, which I want to do. Okay, I'm going to go make this cake. I've made it before. I don't need to show you guys. It's carrot cake. If anybody wants a recipe, it's a family recipe. And we've been eating it for years. My daughter has it every single year on her birthday. This year, her girlfriend made it for her. I gave her the recipe and her girlfriend made it for her. But beautiful, right? My sister Laura makes it all the time too. And we used to have it for our birthdays. And it's a very healthy cake. It's got 6 cups of carrot. I believe it's 6 eggs. It calls for, I believe, well, anyways, I'll just leave the recipe in the description now, I'm telling you. But yeah, so this is one decision. I think I'm about 80% there. Would I like this to be a slab of marble? Sure. I'd like this to be a marble sink too. And brass faucets. Yeah. I have fantasies, just like all of us. And I'd be okay with having chrome and brass and all that mixed. I like that. I like that look. I'm vintage, right? So I like old meets new. But anyways, and I know everybody thinks that I only ever wear this shirt. This is my round the house shirt. I cook in it and everything. I do have other blouses. I got coot pants on with it. That's how fancy I am. Pajama pants on with it. I'm pretty fancy today. Okay, I'm going to go bake. I've never grated the carrots the day before. I think I'm going to continue to do it like that because it's like, I don't use a food processor to do this because I find it dries it out. That was brilliant of me. Prep makes it easy, so I think I'll continue to do that like that. I might as well just give you the recipe because I'm standing here talking to you guys anyways. I did 6 cups of carrots, 1 3/4 cups of oil, 6 eggs, and 1 3/4 cups of sugar. 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. I'm going to mix all that in together, and then I'm going to mix this together. And then my dry ingredients, I think it's 2 2/3 cups of flour, pinch of salt, baking soda, and baking powder. I don't know how much of each one, though, but I will look it up. And that's basically it for the recipe. It's not a hard recipe. It's just a really good one. I need to turn my oven on, and at 350, takes about an hour. And I'm going to do 2 9-inch pie pans. Came together the sugar and the eggs and the oil, the cinnamon, and the carrots. I'm going to put, I don't know, a couple teaspoons of vanilla in and mix that all together. And then it's 2 2/3 cups of flour. And I need to grab the baking soda and the baking powder. Okay, it's 2 2/3 cups of flour. And then it's 3 teaspoons of baking powder and 3 of baking soda. 1, 2, and 3. And 3 of baking powder, 3 of soda, and a teaspoon of salt. There you go. Mix that really well, and then combine into here, mix it all together really well, and then put in the oven. I'd say check it 50 minutes. I do it in 2 9-inches. This is a double recipe. I like a stacked carrot cake. I am not icing this cake today, but I just make a cream cheese icing for it. So I usually do 2 packs of cream cheese, probably 4 cups of icing sugar, some vanilla, and a tablespoon of butter, and that's it. And I mix that really well, and then I put lots of icing on it. That's not happening today. So I'm going to put all this together and then put it in the oven. I'll see you guys on the other side. I mix the flour mixture in usually half at a time. Okay. It's all ready to go in. It's really thick. Okay, my oven's been preheating at 350. It's ready to go. I grease these pans and then I put them in the fridge. Always do that. They're going in the oven now. Make some buttered chicken, and I'm going to make cauliflower rice instead of normal rice. So I'm just washing my chicken with some lemon, and I'll clean this off, and then I'll start seasoning. I'm using the frozen giant cauliflower rice, and I'm going to marinate my chicken here in a minute. I just washed it with lemon. I'm just seasoning it up. It's cumin and cardamom and curry and turmeric, and I'm going to do the same sort of over here on this side. I'm not going to add curry into the rice, though. Oh, I love the smell of these. Some cardamom, fresh cardamom seeds, ginger, garlic, cilantro. And in here, I'm going to add cilantro, ginger, garlic paste. I'll make my own. And I'll probably add about a tablespoon of yogurt and mix all that together. It's so good. So good. Okay, I just put some oil in here, cilantro. I have garlic. I'm going to put it in a little bit, and ginger. I put a tablespoon and a half of tomato paste in with the chicken. And then in the rice, I have cilantro, garlic, ginger, peas, red peppers, and a little bit of seasoning that I watered down a little bit. And that's it for that. Oh, I'd like to add a whole bunch of other stuff, but I just don't have it in the house. But I just make do with what I have. I added a chili pepper too. So I'm just going to bring all this together, and then I'm going to bring in, I'll do a pinch of salt too, and some pepper, and then I'll add the chicken. I always just add a little bit of water into the bowl that I marinated in, because I'll poach off the chicken as soon as I brown it on one side. Get all the herbs and spices in there, and then I will add a little bit of water, put a lid on it, and simmer it for a while. And then I'm going to make a tomato-based sauce to go on top, just tomato, the ginger, the garlic, and all that. I haven't added that into this yet. It smells really good. Cauliflower doesn't have a lot of flavor, so I add a bit extra to this. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And I'm going to add a squeeze of lemon to it as well. And I'll probably add a couple chili flakes too. Just got to zhuzh it up. Oh, a seed went in there. I'll pick that out. Did you see it? I did. And the chicken's poaching. Usually add coconut milk to this, but I gave my can to Emily the other day, about 2 weeks ago now, I guess, and I forgot. That I gave it to her and I didn't buy anymore. So I added a little bit of yogurt into it just for the creaminess of it. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to poach this down a little bit and put the lid on it on simmer for probably about 15-20 minutes. The rice I've turned right down to low because it's not real rice, it's cauliflower, right? It doesn't take long to cook. This smells so good. I can really smell the turmeric. I didn't use much curry, just a little bit. But I'll maybe add a little bit more into the tomato sauce. I'm gonna whip up with the garlic and the ginger and stuff. Okay, I don't think it's gonna be as good without the coconut milk, but that's okay. It's just how I like it. I added the tomato sauce in, and I zhuzhed that up, of course. There you go. Okay, lid's going on. I'm gonna let it simmer for 20 minutes. I added a little bit of tomato sauce in here. I'll stir that in when I turn it up more. Okay, the cakes are done and they're out. They're just gonna cool for a little bit here, and then I'll put them on a rack, and then I'll wrap them first with parchment, then with wax paper, and I'll stick them in Ziploc baggies, or they're actually IKEA ones, but same thing. And this is on really low, second from the last. And I'm just gonna stir it a little bit, and now I'm just gonna kind of let the water evaporate. The way I said 50 minutes for this cake, I think it was maybe 30. I didn't time it, but I don't have a timer on my stove, so I just kind of go on if the toothpick comes out clean, and it sure did. So there's no cake on that. Okay, I'm gonna flip them out now. I'm busy. I made this today. I'm not eating this today. I have some other food I gotta eat up first. But now I don't have to cook for the next 2 days. I just had to get the chicken cooked because I had taken it out. So I'm gonna put this away into containers. I've done all my dishes up. I'm just getting ready to dry them. These are gonna go in the freezer. And then I'm gonna go plant the geraniums and call this a day. Probably not doing my forget-me-nots today because I need a little container and I'm not done with the lettuce. And I want it to make it like a little terrarium thing, you know what I mean? But anyways, I'll show you that when I get to it. But for today, I am going to go plant my geraniums, and then we'll eat this tomorrow. I have a few things I got to do around the house here. I got to start getting ready for the spring too. My car's full of stuff I got to drop at the thrift store. There's all kinds of stuff going on. I'm going to go plant the geraniums in a minute, and then I'll close after that. I cooked, I baked. I did a lot today. I really did. I gotta take this back downstairs. But I'm still out looking for knobs or hardware, whatever you want to call it, for the kitchen. Don't know when I'm gonna get to this project. Don't know if I'm gonna do it early or if I'm gonna do it late in the year. I really don't know. When I get there, I get there. Right now, I'm gonna focus on putting some seeds in some little terrariums. I make them out of the spinach containers and things like that. You can make it out of, the plastic ones you get. I buy arugula and spinach and all that. I make them out of that. So I'm going to do some morning glories probably for the back. Maybe a few for up here. And what else? Some nasturtiums. I'm definitely doing the little forget-me-nots. And I'll see what else. Poppies. My sister sent me poppy seeds, so I'll do those up too. Okay, but I'm going to go do the geraniums, and then I'm going to close. The living room still looks beautiful, pretty princess. I'm so happy with it. Sitting here talking to you like this. Pretty soon I'll have another month. I'll have flowers on that tree. And then I'll be out in the garden. I'm going to talk to you guys later about what I'm doing with the tree house. I haven't made my full decisions what I'm doing, so I'll talk to you when I know. But there's definitely going to be a change. Got some forget-me-not seeds I'm going to put in a little terrarium and see if I can get these to grow. I know they come back every year. It's my mother's favorite flower, and I absolutely love them myself. So I bought those for a little treat for the shade garden because they can have sun or shade. It says part there, but they get enough sun where I'm going to put them. I'm just running some water over my geraniums. I'm getting ready to plant them up. I'm just hydrating them. As you can see, they're already growing even though they've been dormant. And I'll just cut off all the dead stuff and then I'll put it in the soil. And I have a bag here full to do up, but I'm not going to show you the whole bag because I'd be here all day, but I'll show you how I cut this back a bit too. I'm just taking all the dead wood off and then I'm going to plant it. So here's a little piece. Some of this is dead, but see, there's new growth on there. It's just weird how this happens, but I'm going to cut that piece out, of course. I cut all the flowers off because it doesn't need the energy to go to that right now. It needs it to go into the roots in the plant. And water here. This is going to make one big plant. This one's going up top here. I have 4 of these to do. A couple pieces died, but that's okay. And this saves me, what, $100 just doing this. Doesn't cost a lot. I'm just watering it with banana peel water. And then you just got to really keep care of it for the next, well, you don't really have to do anything. You just got to wait for it to grow. The roots are going to grow first. It's going to look probably not good till about April. And then it will just start really getting the leaves and everything. There you go. I am closing. Loves, everybody. Have a beautiful day.